The beginning of the drama starts off by introducing the three words. They are the heaven, the mortals, and the devils. One day, the devil world wants to fight the heaven to make them the top leader out of the three. So the key player in the devil's world was Mo Sha Xin, which I'll call Moshe for short. And just when it seemed that the devil world will win, Moshe disappeared, and Zhan Shen, also known as the god of war, turned the tables around, so now the gods and the goddesses actually won that war. And we know that Moshe's spirit is hidden under this glass lamp, and these mortals who are trying to become immortals are sheltering it in order to not make it come alive again. Each 1,000 years later, Moshe's spirit gets stronger and stronger, and the devils are waiting for a leader to come back alive once again to rule the world. And the devil behind this, who's trying to make that happen, is this guy, which we don't know who he is yet, but so he gathers all these people here, and after discussion, realizes that the god of war and Moshe was born in the same date, same year. So they realize that they probably need the god of war and his or her weapon, also known as Jun Tian Ce, in order to break their leader's curse. Okay, so now we are in this heavens war now, and it's also a foreshadowing scene. So we have people from the heavens who are drinking a forgotten memory drink, and once they jump in that portal, they're reborn, probably as mortal. So we see here in this mortal world, this woman is having a hard time conceiving, but after these gods or goddesses jumped in the portal, she was able to conceive. So hint, hint, her baby might be some powerful god or goddesses in the past life. So fast forward 16 years later. This is our main character. She's called Zhu Xuanji. Her father is the headmaster of this mortal training school, where these like mortals are training their like martial arts in order to become like a god or goddesses. And the school she's in is called Shaoyang Pai. So here we see that a lot of her like study buddies, which we'll call, or like I don't really know the English equivalent word for 师兄, we'll call like senpai. Okay, so her senpais are basically making fun of her and telling a story how she doesn't have sixth sense because she's missing sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch, and feelings, which I probably don't get because she can
see and hear and smell and touch, just not taste, can't feel.
So her senpai prank her by lighting her hand on fire since she can't feel the pain. So her sister Ling Long comes to her rescue, and this guy right here is called Sixth Brother, or we call the Sixth Senpai. Okay, and he's like their childhood friend, and he likes Ling Long, but of course Ling Long does not know because that's just how dramas works. And he announces that they will be attending some kind of convention, and the convention will be involving some kind of fighting between the different mortal schools. So now we come to this other mortal school called Li Zegong, and this is the main character where he's fighting this winged creature. He's called Si Feng, and of course he's showing off his powerful move of that. Here we know that in this school, only guys, and they must wear a mask at all times. So okay, now we're at a different scene. So the students from the different schools are here to attend this fighting festival, and this guy called Wulong is a troublemaker, and he's part of a school called Xuanyan Pai, and he's upset because he dropped his pass, so now he can't get in, and he's upset they don't let him in. So he starts bullying Xuanji by taking her up in the air, and she doesn't have any power. She fall down and drop into Si Feng, and the male lead Si Feng has never touched or met a girl before, so he acts very shy and he stuttered. And then Xuanji asked her to take him back to the school for convention. So they went back. She thanks him, but before she could thank him, he just left and he dropped his name card. And she realizes that she and her were born the same date, same month, and same year. Ooh, foreshadowing going on. So she goes to his room to return his mask. Remember, these people all came to her place, Shaoyang Pai. So she goes to one of the reserved rooms for these guests, for Si Feng, and gives him a birthday cake because it's her birthday, but Si Feng rejects her. Okay, now we have this extra encounter between Si Feng and Xuanji, and here we realize that Si Feng has a Ling Shou, kind of like avatar, called Xiao Ling Hua, little flower, and his avatar got lost, so they are walking through the forest, find her. Wow, what is this? We have this accidental hugging scene. Flowers are all falling everywhere. Okay, whatever. So basically, Si Feng realizes that the forest was an illusion, and it was actually the Shaoyang Pai's secret territory, also known as a place where to hid Moshe's spirit. And somehow, Xuanji has a power to open a gate. Well, she's opening this gate because Xiao Linghua is happened to run inside. But how's that possible? Like that's just a loophole. If no one's supposed to go in, how can this avatar just suddenly go in? So Xuanji found out that she's like so weak, but somehow she has the power to open the gate to the secret place. And inside there's this dragon who is guarding. So only Si Feng went down, and Xuanji's like outside guarding it. But because Xuanji heard Si Feng in pain, so she went down too, and then took off Si Feng's mask. She also got hurt inside, and then her blood kind of went to a glass lamp, and she also found a type of mirror where she was able to see her past for a moment, and then for a moment she seems as if she's possessed. And just when the dragon's out to hit them again, they just suddenly got transported back up, and the dragon comes up from the water, and a second melee, so we call it Haochen Senpai, comes and saves them.